Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this 3-pack Marvel Legends Spider-Man 3-pack No Way Home. And there's the packaging. It looks kind of nice. I like the box art on the front. And then, let's see, on the back it shows a couple of pictures. Well, no, just all 3 figures with some of the accessories that are available to this one. And let's get into it. Alright, so before I show you the figures, I want to show off this head sculpt with the Marvel Legends. This is the SHF Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man figure head sculpt of Tobey Maguire, and here's what it looks like on the Legends body. So it looks quite good actually. Let's see here, if I rotate it a little bit over, here you can see it fits in quite nicely actually, but in person you'll notice it's just a hair shorter. I mean, just a hair smaller than it should be. I think if the head sculpt was a little, just a tiny bit bigger, he would look much better. And I use sticky tag on the back just to prop it up, otherwise he will have no neck. So if you decide to use this for photos or whatever, or if you're thinking about using the SHF head sculpt for your Legends, then this you will notice that it will work. So for photos, yeah, it will work fine. So let's get into the review. Alright, and here we have the 3 figures outside the packaging, and as you can see, height wise, let's see, Tobey Maguire, it's a mid-size. Holland is the shortest, and Garfield is the tallest. And then here are the hands that each of these come with. They each come with 4 extra hands, and here they all are. And then comes with 3 web pieces, and yeah, so that's everything. For the price tag, I think it is a little, yeah, definitely high. If they have added the head sculpt, I think this set would have been much better. But as of right now, yeah, let's take a look at them first. Here's Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, and you might notice the webbing doesn't look like it's filled in properly. It's because it was painted in silver, and because of that, I think whenever it catches the light, you will see the webbing better. But if it's not, then it's a little hard to see. So it looks like it hasn't been filled out. But there are portions where it hasn't been filled out, like on the side of his head right here. It's a little, no, actually, I think it's a little bit off. There's still a little bit left to fill it out. But see, if I rotate him, especially on the body, if I rotate him, you can see all the webbings are filled in properly. But it's just an illusion because it's painted silver, so it looks like it hasn't been filled in properly. But once you rotate to that certain spot where the light catches, you will see it's all filled in. And here's the back side of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And here's the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Nothing that unusual, other than, yeah, it looks like they filled in the paint a little bit better. But overall, it looks like very similar to what we have gotten before. And here's the back side of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. And here's the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and this is by far my favorite of the 3. The Tobey Maguire is just okay. The Tom Holland is just boring because we've seen it already. Now the Garfield one is by far the best because it is unusual and something that we have not gotten until now. And here's the back side of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Alright, so let me show off articulation for these figures. Let's start off with the Andrew Garfield one, my favorite one of them all. Head sculpt. Let's see, you can go up a little bit, down a little bit. There's, yeah, that's about it. I mean, still good range. I really like the head sculpt of this. The shape of the head is very accurate. The Tom Holland, not so much. I feel like this one is just your standard Spider-Man head. It doesn't shape like Tom Holland's Spider-Man at all. The whatchamacallit, the Tobey Maguire one, it's okay. I think it's pretty decent as far as the shape of it. But I think the Garfield one is by far the best. Now they all have the same articulation point, so I'm just going to show off this one. It has butterfly joint, but it is very limited for this one. Then shoulders, bicep, and then you can see pinless joints, so elbows, you bend over, and then all the wrists are goes in and out. All the wrist pegs for all the hands are exactly the same. And then as for the torso, it's on a ball joint, but it's not that. The range is okay on this one, but this one, the lower section, the hinge joint, it's not that great on this Spider-Man here. It could give you about that much, and then the top portion doesn't give you that much either. So crouching over, it's not that great for this one. For this Spider-Man is a little disappointing as far as how much range of motion he has. Arching back, he has a lot more. Look at how far back he get. But I think it's due to the shape of the stomach here. It's a little, it does get in the way a little bit, so it won't allow him to do a better crunch, I guess. So as for the legs, I believe they went with these lowering ones, so the ball joint can be lowered. Like, it gives you a little bit of range left there, and then swing out to about 90 degrees, a little past 90 degrees actually, and then thigh is a cut joint, and then pinless, double jointed knee, and then hinge ankle. For all of them exactly the same, and then this, of course, it pivots left and right. So as far as range of motion for this particular Spider-Man, it's not that impressive. The Garfield one is definitely not the most articulated of them all. So if you were to get him to do kind of the web shooting pose, yeah, his abdominal section, his whole torso section is going to be a little bit limited as far as how far you could push it. Now as for the Maguire one, it's a little bit better. Look at that crunch. It's way better than the Garfield one, that's for sure. And then same thing, those lowering legs. So it is kind of stiff though. The joint is kind of stiff. So sometimes I worry when it's too stiff. I don't want to really force it and push that the peg in here too much. Then also this joint is really stuck, so I'm gonna have to heat it up with a hairdryer to soften up the plastic first before I manipulate that. But as far as posability is concerned, let's see, he can still do a web shooting pose, of course. Can't bend that knee. And this one I can only bend this section. So yeah, yikes. But as far as the ab crunch, it's definitely way better than the Andrew Garfield one. And arching back, damn, look at that. Could arch back all the way, but it defeats the purpose because now it looks like his back is broken. So yep, that's that. And then here's the Holland one. Holland one doesn't have the exact same articulation points. is missing that ball joint up here. So he only has a hinge joint around the abdominal section, and he has a swivel waist. But as far as range of motion is concerned, he can definitely do those famous Spider-Man poses, the web shooting ones. Yeah, not the prettiest, but you get the idea as to how far he could do, what type of poses he's able to, stuff like that. Alright, so I really suck at posing these guys, so but here they are, all three of them. One is, yeah, I can't look up them well, so yeah, kind of a shame. And I went ahead and used the hairdryer to soften up the plastic a little bit, and I was able to bend his knees, both of them, perfectly. So yeah, that's good. Again, all the joints are pinless. That's nice. And yeah, out of all three, Andrew Garfield one is by far the best looking one, at least. Alright, and here's a comparison between the SHF, which is on the left, and the Marvel Legends on the right. So you can see the SHF is definitely shorter. Other than that, I think the design and the colors and the overall paint job, SHF has done a better job than the Marvel Legends. Here's that head sculpt. Here's that head sculpt. So, body proportion, I think the Legend's a little bit better. It got all the shapes and stuff. But with SHF, you can see it's more it feels more like a generic body than anything. But with the Marvel Legends, it looks like they spend time shaping out how Tobey Maguire's body shape should be like for this No Way Home film. So yeah, so you could clearly see the body proportions different between the two. And here's one last look of all three of them from the No Way Home Hasbro 3-pack. So at the end of the day, it's a set worth getting. I think it's expensive, but if you have it, I don't think you would be disappointed with it, unless there's QC issue, which I don't think there are any on mine, so that's nice. One thing that they could benefit from this set would be head sculpts of all three actors. That would be nice, but since they didn't, I think it is definitely a bit expensive. If the head sculpts were included, then I think the set would be perfect. But at the moment, yeah, it is expensive. So there you have it. There's the Spider-Man figures from No Way Home. And thanks for watching.